What's up, Taiwan? I'm James Chaser with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. We begin in Taiwan, where the LGBTQ community is celebrating after the country lifted restrictions on same-sex marriages between people from different countries. The Interior Ministry made the announcement through a letter to Taiwan's Household Registration Authority late on Thursday. Before, same-sex marriages in Taiwan could only take place if both partners were from countries where same-sex marriage is legal. That meant a marriage between a Taiwanese person and their same-sex partner from elsewhere in Asia was not possible. Now that the restrictions have been lifted, those kinds of marriages will be officially recognized. But the amendment does not include marriages between Taiwanese and Chinese nationals. Victoria Xu, the executive director of the Taiwan Alliance to Promote Civil Partnership Rights, praised the move.
Many transnational same-sex couples were forced to separate because they could not get married. And now they will have the option to get married and start a family in Taiwan. This is very important change in the lives of these people. And of course, a huge progress towards equality. This change is based on a lot of people's efforts, including the Premier Su and his cabinet, the Minister Luo Bingcheng, and a lot of advocacy groups, and our legal team, of course. And we must believe that the freedom to marry is a basic human right, and we believe that Taiwanese government has this capability to make everybody live in a equal society and free society. And we will do everything to keep Taiwan's, keep going towards equality.
The US has expanded training for Taiwan's military, with US National Guard forces training Taiwanese troops. That's according to a report from Nikkei Asia on Friday. According to the report, the training began sometime before the spring of 2022. Military exchanges between the two countries are rarely made public. The US National Guard trains the militaries of more than 80 countries, and it's believed that the training session in Taiwan involved the use of weapon systems Washington has sold to Taipei. Taiwan has been boosting its combat readiness in recent months as China ramps up pressure on the island nation. Taiwan's military reported on Friday that 31 Chinese warplanes had been sighted operating in airspace near the country. 12 of the aircraft either crossed the median line of the Taiwan Strait or breached the country's Air Defense Identification Zone, or ADIZ. This area is not Taiwan's territory, but it is used as a security buffer zone. The military says it tracked the Chinese warplanes and deployed missile defense systems in response. A Taiwan court has overturned a decision to grant bail to a former lawmaker and a retired military chief in an alleged Chinese spying case. Former Taiwan Solidarity Union legislator Luo Ziming and retired Rear Admiral Xia Fuxiang were arrested in Kaohsiung on January 5th. They're accused of recruiting retired military personnel for a Chinese spy ring, accusations the pair deny. They were charged by prosecutors earlier this month and were released on bail. But the Kaohsiung District Court has now reversed that decision.
被告二人所涉犯侵害社会治安之公益考量，为避免被告二人串证畏罪逃往，保全被告二人以侦查案情细节，且考量现今社会网络发达，若命拒保责付等侵害较小之手段，均不足以避免被告二人串证而可替代羁押之功能。
Now, feasts are an essential part of the Lunar New Year. So to get into the holiday spirit, our reporter Stash Butler set out to cook a festive dish with some help from the very best.
Lunar New Year is a holiday filled with symbolic foods. You've got fish symbolising excess, dumplings symbolising gold, and mandarins symbolising good luck. Now, I've eaten all of those things at a Lunar New Year feast, but I've never once prepared a festive dish. Luckily, I'm going to meet an expert who will show me how.
嗨，大家好，新年快乐！我是 Max， 我是金华酒店的中餐厨艺总监。那今天很开心，带大家一起来逛这个南门市场。
所以师傅，为什么我们来到南门市？我们要买什么食材这样子？
对，因为 Chinese New Year 也是中国的新年，我们看到这满满的红色，都是非常的喜气。那我们这一次要来看一些年货，来顺便教大家准年菜这样。
Maxwell works at the Regent, one of Taipei's fanciest hotels. Before he started there, he'd already won a Michelin-Star at a restaurant in Japan. Today, we're making something from his hometown, Hong Kong, cured sausage over rice.
我想看一下那个广式的腊肠，对，瘦一点。
All explains how he looks for quality ingredients.
因为现在人都不想太肥啊，所以它那个比例是我们刚才说3-7，对，7成的瘦肉。 3成的肥肉这样。那首先腊肠，顾名思义，腊肠就是要封得够干身呐、然后闻一下有没有那个香气，闻一下，有没有那个香气？对，它有一些酒的味道在里面，那它有一个去腥增香的效果了。
And now on to the next meat.
我们是用什么肝？鸭肝。鸭肝，对。
鸭肝嘛。
那它最主要是用
加猪肉。
对。啊，因为它一定要加点猪肉，它没有猪肉就太柴了，就不够滑。
And our final ingredient.
这个就是鸭腿，对啊，鸭腿呢，它就是用盐把它腌过。那这边可能它会加一点点胡椒啊什么的，也是加点酒，那也是把它风干。
一份这样子吗？
对对对，一份这样，两条加一个鸭腿。
Max tells me he's been enjoying this dish for decades.
我很喜欢的，非常爱的一个过年的菜，而且我自己家里面也会过年也会煮。
哦，真的吗？
对对对。
就是你最喜欢的过年的菜吗？还是有其他的？
我最喜欢的过年菜之一。
That certainly bodes well for our meal later. Maxwell gives me a quick tour of the market before we head out.
我们先买这些，然后我们回去做我们的那个腊味饭。好。这个香肠我们先要拿去出一下水，把它表面的油脂去掉。
Next, everything needs to be steamed with a little chopped onion and sauce.
15分钟。好，我们来试一下。
Then it's time to get chopping. All first shows me how it's done, and then hands over to me.
斜一点。斜一点。
就是这样。这样子。
Clearly, I'm not very good at it. Thankfully, I get a chance to redeem myself with the second kind of sausage.
有进步哦，可以啊。
You can see the concentration. Maxwell approves.
你过年有没有工作？有排工作吗？
可以打工吗？
可以，很有天分啊。
谢谢。
待会那个拍完以后填一下履历表。
Once the duck is chopped and ready, we arrange everything on the glutinous rice Wall has prepared.
不好看的部分都是我做的。
没有，都可以，蒸出来都好吃就好了。
And then we steam it.
它在蒸的时候呢，它那个辣味的那个油啊，那个油脂，它就会蒸到那个饭里面。所以那个饭就很好吃。
The finishing touches are green onion and a dash of peanut oil. Another minute in the steamer and it's done. 2 types of Guangdong-style sausage with duck leg, rice, peanut oil, and lotus leaves.
我们的围着一圈，跟这个圆圆的猪肉，它就代表团团圆圆，跟圆圆满满，新年的寓意。
So there you have it, Guangdong sausage over rice from the kitchen of a Michelin-Star winning chef. Now, Maxwell's cooking here sets a very high bar, but if you can come anywhere near it, you're in for a very tasty Lunar New Year. Howard Dung, Sandy G and Stash Butler for TaiwanPlus.
3 Taiwanese firms are on this year's Global 500 list. London-based consultancy firm Brand Finance ranks the world's 500 most valuable companies each year. Taiwan's semiconductor giant TSMC jumped up 6 spots from last year to 87th. Taiwan's Fubon Bank dropped to 425th from 385th last year. And communications company Zhonghua Telecom made the list for the first time, debuting at 447th. Amazon dethroned Apple from its top spot this year, bumping it to number 2. Google came in 3rd and Microsoft 4th. Thanks for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we leave you with images of the Lantern Festival in Taiwan's southern city of Tainan. This year, the city's Puji Temple has about 1,600 lanterns on display. I'm James Chater. Take care and see you next time.